Hello, traders, and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill. We're in Thailand. I know a little bit of cloud. Well, probably more clouds than sun, but sun's coming up. Looks a little cloudy out there, though. Not like yesterday. Yesterday's beautiful. Traders, good to be with you. Thing that pops out to me right away is the dollar index is 94.63. Ooh, yeah. Wow. The U.S. markets are just booming, right? I think the Nasdaq made a high at the end of the U.S. session. ESs are up. We'll take a look at that in just a second. Just going to the sky, you know. Yeah. Tell me about trade wars and stormy, and all this stuff that's supposedly going to ruin our markets. It's not happening, man. It's not happening. Trade your charts. Do your own analysis. Make your trades. You'll be fine. All right. So let's talk about this for just a second. So this is the second time in 7 days. I turned on my computer this morning at like 5:45 this morning. I go to load my Ninja Trader platform, but my Ninja Trader platform isn't on my computer. My computer decided to do an update. Yeah, it updated my Ninja Trader platform out the window. Oh man. This is the second time in a week that I've lost all my charts and data. Like, I want to throw my computer off the balcony, and I live on the 26th floor. Oh man, was I upset. I was really, really upset. I was ready to kick this trading thing out the window, man. Oh, wow. But it's not the way to start your day. It's just, the sun's not even up yet. I got one eye open. I'm trying to get my head together, get ready to go, and I have no Ninja Trader. Yeah, well, that is what it is. So if you're having issues, don't feel bad. So am I. All right, let's take a look at what's going on data-wise. So you got the Aussie has HIA new home sales tentative sometime today. So we move into the European session. We got French consumer spending, GFK German consumer climate. It doesn't look like a heavy load today. GDP, quote unquote, out of the States. That'd be pretty interesting to see. GDP price index, that'd be also interesting. Pending home sales comes out today. Crude oil inventories as usual, and crushing crude oil inventories. Do you think it's going to make a difference in the range of the oil? It's been in this $4.50 range for like 4 months now. Do you think what they say is going to make a difference? No. It might make a difference for an hour or two, but it'll go back to the normal. It'll just go back to the mean, right? It always goes back to the mean. Data comes out, markets react, and then the markets go back to where they were before. It's just the way it is, right? So talking about that was a nice segue into this. Here we are. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here, folks. So this actually came up to what we talked about yesterday, this 69.51 area, and it shorted it, right? So this candle actually came to 69.27, and that was at 69.33. So pretty close, almost came up to yesterday's. Today's candle is just starting out. It's starting out as green candle. Looks like it's just going to ride this to the upside. Now, remember I told you about gold and oil that correlated, right? You don't want to see both of them in the same direction. Well, look at this. Oil made a move up yesterday, and what do we have here? Gold made a move down. See how that works? Yeah. Happens to be in the middle of our dollar index. This platform's got it at 94.71. The dollar index on the Thinkorswim platform. So that's put out by TD Ameritrade, by the way. Thinkorswim platform. Down here in the corner, we have the VIX futures, and the VIX is it's still in that 12, 11, 5 area. So that's all right. We've only got maybe a week and a half left. We'll be back hopefully into normal trading again. Look at this ES, my friends. Just look at this thing charging to the upside. Absolutely charging to the upside. Take a look at your Euro futures here. Sort of a doji day yesterday, right? That's a doji. Really made its move, and it's come back down, and now we got a red candle. So this might be on its way down. And I have to be honest with you, I did not take a really close look at this. I just set it up and put it on the screen. And so I didn't take a look at that, and I didn't notice that. But that's a good thing because my feature today is the euro dollar. And I usually don't feature the same thing twice in 1 week, but when you see what I'm talking about, you understand why I am, because I think it's in a really great spot, hitting that 1700 area. and fighting it, really fighting that 1700 area. So all the way around, things are looking okay. Oil's probably going to inch its way up or inch its way down, right? I think it's 67.80, 67.82 or something like that. I think that's probably going to be your low, and hopefully this will judge up to 70. Why do I want it to go to 70? Well, because now you have a good selling opportunity to take it back down to 68 or 66, right? You got an opportunity to take it down. Right now I wouldn't want to buy this at 69.5, right? You don't want to buy it there, right? Because you're probably going to get to 70. It's going to head back to the downside. So that's what's going on there. All right. Yeah. I'm calming down now, by the way. I'm okay. Wow, was I hot this morning. That's the worst feeling in the world, is to be like really angry like 10 minutes after you're sitting in front of your computer. That's not working. Oh my goodness. All right, let's take a look here. This is the pair of the day. I am really liking this euro at the moment. I just see such an opportunity here. Now, folks, I can be totally wrong. It wouldn't surprise me. But this, look at this. This is the pop above 1700, right? Sideways here. Comes up, goes sideways here for 2 days, right? Then, boom, pops it back up here. And now it's coming back down. Now it's at this area. You got the 10 EMA on top of it. You got the 55 below it. This is an opportunity to wait for this to close below this 55 EMA. So, like I'm saying, 1.1680, we can get in this, right? Even if you're late, who cares? You got plenty of room to the downside. Your next problem is going to be this 200. There's really nothing left of the chart that I think is going to be a significant level that's going to hurt you. You got some bounces, that we're going to probably get, of course, at the 50s and the 20s and the 80s, like we always do. But this is probably your next issue, right? And then you're going to take this. This is clear. These are wide open spaces down here, all the way down to 1540. Now, is this a one-day trade? Of course not. And you know me, I don't keep trades overnight. But if you can get if we can get an entry into this trade, this might be worth holding it, and seeing if we can get all the way down here. That 1620 looks like an area that we might be in a little bit of problem there. We might have some issues. That's 100 pips, folks. That's 100 pips. We just need this close, though, below that 55. And I don't see that happening probably until...
It's 7 hours.
It's 7 hours. I don't see that happening until probably the pre-market of London. Probably the pre-market of London will see that. All righty. So the euro, that's really on my my radar screen today. We'll take a look at the pound. So this pound has done its thing, huh? Wow, almost took out that fib, then comes back down, bounces off this, right? Let's see if I can make these a little bit smaller. There you go. Then comes back down, right? So now we're back into this mode, right? And we're into this mode, right? If you wanted to do that. But to be honest, we should be in that mode. So, we're looking now. We're at this 2869, 2870 area, right? So this is like, you're out of there, right? Yeah, you're out of there. Bye-bye, right? And now we're in this 2870 area, and it's starting to say, hey, you know what? That's not looking too bad, right? 2880, 2870, somewhere in there. Close below that 200 exponential moving average. It's a wide open space here, folks. You gotta love trading that wide open space. We're gonna get rid of that fib. That's over, right? You don't want to buy this here. We don't want to buy it. You got that 10, and then you got the 55, so you got a lot of junk. I think it's gonna be much easier if we can get this below the 200, and we'll just sell it, right? The other thing is you can buy it now and just give yourself like a 10 pip stop below the 200. If it goes below the 200, you're out of it. So it's worth a shot. It's definitely worth a shot. I don't see anything wrong with that, but I wouldn't put a lot of drawdown into that trade. I'd really like to see this close below that 200. We could sell it, right? So all this hoopla about up here, yeah, and it always comes back to I always talk about this. It comes back to the mean. It comes back to the average of the price action. And it is. It's come back to this average of the price action. Made this little blast here. This was beautiful. Retested the 200 and then just continued upward. That was really nice. That was a nice move with that retest. This was a good indicator here, right? Red candle rejected, green candle, you're in. Red candle again, you said, oh my goodness, right? And then boom, you get this green candle, retest your 10, and just does what Forex does, right? stair stepping to the upside, right? Up, step, pull back, and keep moving, and then gives up, right? Then boom, right? Look at that big green candle, right? That's probably a data candle there. That's a data candle, right? So you can say that's an evening star, but I wouldn't say that because this big candle's, I guarantee it's got to be a data issue there. Something came out that made it do that. That's not a normal Forex candle, right? All right, so that's what's going on there. Anybody take a look at the Kiwi yesterday? Basically did the same thing yesterday. Take a look at this. Take a look at this, my friends. Look at this. This was, I watched this. I saw this yesterday. But yeah, this, we talked about this confluence area. I said, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do this. I said, we want to take it below the 200, right? Look at what this does yesterday. This, I think we were here when we were talking yesterday. And this comes down to the 200, right? Doji, that's first signal. To Doji, so you see this kind of closes Doji. This closes below it. At first you get a red candle, then comes green. Now it goes to the upside. It closes above the 55. It closes above the 55. And I know what you're saying. Yeah, but William, you put a resistance line up there. You said it's dangerous. And I did. And I still say it was dangerous. But you know what? If you took a little bit of risk, he came up here and you brought this all the way to the upside here, got up to 67.25. You made some pips yesterday. It wasn't huge, 30 pips, whatever. It wasn't huge, but you were talking about technical analysis, right? Nothing from the outside world, nothing from the gurus, right? Technical analysis. This did exactly what we would expect it to do with technical analysis on this Kiwi, right? And what's my bias on the Kiwi? Right? What's my bias in this Kiwi? Yeah, bearish. I've been bearish in this for years. The Kiwis pay a couple of my bills. I'm just biased bearish on that. All right, so new thing, we are really looking to shorten our videos a little bit. We're a little bit long, so I'm just going to go through this quickly. If you look at the Great British Pound here on the Ikimoku, it's below the cloud, possibly a sell opportunity here, which we were looking for anyhow, right? Here's the euro, right? Now, we want to sell this euro at that 1700 area, but look at what's going on here, folks. The euro is coming up to the support of the cloud. So this is going to be interesting to watch. Is the cloud going to win? Or is it going to stay below 27? So this says, well, it might not stay below the 1700 area, and this might head to the upside, right? Australian dollar gets rejected inside the cloud at support, continues its way to the upside. And one last thing before I run, just wanted to show you that this is a top-down analogy on the euro. Look at this, daily chart, right? What are we, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, red, 6, 7, 8, and a green, almost going to 9 days of green candles. 1 red, 9 green to the upside on a daily chart. Look at your 4-hour chart showing it's all in the same thing to the upside, right? Ikimoku, it's above the cloud. If you were above the cloud back here, it's a 1-hour chart. You never got out of this trade. You're still in this trade, right? You never came back to the cloud. There's no reason to get out of this trade. You're still above the cloud. You're in the trade. You just got to really like that Ikimoku stuff, don't you? Traders, thank you so much for being with me on this Wednesday. It's great to be with you. I'm calmed down now. I was really angry this morning. I was punching the desk and everything. I'll fix it. I'll get those charts working. All right, traders, have a great trading day. Always remember to trade smart, not hard. We'll catch you tomorrow morning in Asia. Traders, and always remember to have a little bit of fun. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.